Being brought up a lot. We were at the Teofimo Lopez workout. He has his mandatory fight coming up against George Kambosos November 27th, and obviously his father himself. You know, they've been saying that, you know, we're undisputed at lightweight. We want to go up and become undisputed at super lightweight and fight Josh Taylor. Now, this isn't the first time, so this is no surprise. But, you know, hearing those comments, and I'm sure, you know, it's been brought up to you, you know, what are your thoughts on some of that? Because it's been ongoing now for a while.
Well, first of all, stone cold fact, he's not undisputed champion. He's not undisputed champion. Doesn't matter what he says, he might have a franchise belt. He's not undisputed champion. So that's a fact. That's bullshit. Let's just put that out there. Everybody's saying he's not. It's a fact. He's not. But you know, I don't blame him. You know, I don't blame him for wanting big fights. I don't blame him for wanting to take big challenges. You know, he's done well. He's done extremely well. Fighting Loma and beating Loma. Although he beat Loma on an injured performance. You know, he beat an injured Loma, I believe. You know, he needs to make up his mind of what the guy wants to do. 1 minute he's saying he's never getting him his rematch. Then he's saying he's going to give him the rematch. Then he says he'll never fight me over in the UK and all that. Now he's saying he wants to fight me over in the UK. Then he was going to fight Devin Haney. The guy's all over the place, and he's a bit of a clown. You know, he's a bit of a clown. But it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, if I was in his position, I'd be doing the same sort of thing. Maybe not in his style, but I'd be wanting big fights as well. You know, that's what I would want too. But he's a clown and he talks too much.
I mean,
wow.
Obviously, your job is to fight. You're a fighter, but wouldn't you say? I mean, in your opinion, don't you feel like he has big fights to be made at 135 pounds? I mean, obviously, the likes of Gervonta Davis is there. Devin Haney is there. I mean, I feel like the whole Devin Haney situation, because there's a lot of people that are saying he is, and some are saying, a lot of people are saying that he's not undisputed, he should want to fight Devin Haney because that way there won't be any more questions, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, you've answered your own question there, yeah, 100%. There's massive fights at 135 there still for him. I mean, don't get us wrong, if he comes up and the fight's there, I'll happily punch his fucking face and put him back down to earth with a bang. But yeah, he's not undisputed champion at 135. Devin Haney's a WBC champion. I do believe there's other good fighters out there to happen as well, you know. So yeah, you kind of answered your own question there, you know. He's just clearly not 100. He's not undisputed champion at 135. Devin Haney.
Those are the words of Josh Taylor. That was a mouthful, you know. He does talk fast, and he said a lot in a short amount of time. Let me counterpunch. First off, he made a good point. Teofimo Lopez is not undisputed. Josh Taylor is. Terrence Crawford is. Canelo Alvarez is. They're undisputed, okay? Franchise belt, okay, is something that you are given, not something that you earned, okay? Now, you could say, well, he beat Lomachenko for it, okay? Well, who did Lomachenko fight for it? Okay, so that's a bit of a debate. But then again, franchise is something that was given to the guy that you fought and beat. Okay, that's not a mandatory. This is all you need to ask yourself about the franchise. Let's just squash it. Does he have a mandatory for the franchise championship belt? No, he doesn't. Okay, and I thought it was strange, which was a good thing, that Loma did put it up for grabs, and Teofimo Lopez has it. But there is another WBC champion. As long as there's another WBC champion, he can't be undisputed. Undisputed means exactly that. No one can dispute you. Okay? You say, I'm the king of all. No, you're not. Okay? Now, I will say this. There are fights that we would like to see him face on 135, but, you know, Ryan Garcia, I don't know about that. He's iffy, right? Canelo told him about himself. Tank Davis, Tank Davis, he's on the Money Mayweather approach, sell more tickets. Like, okay, he'll sell more tickets with you if you fight him. So that's not his fault. So I want to make that clear. Okay, so, but Devin Haney looks like the more realistic fight because these guys have a score to settle. Okay, you got a guy that's disputing you, that he is also the champion. He can't say that he's not the champion. As a matter of fact, Mauricio Suleiman said that he's the champion also. So you can't say that you're undisputed. And if I'm Josh Taylor, I would feel the exact same way. Why? Because he did it the right way. There was no franchise crap or franchise offer or anything like that. Okay? It was nothing like that. All right? So I think at the end of the day, Josh Taylor fighting Teofimo Lopez would be a good fight. I would love to see that fight. That would be an action-packed fight because of the styles. You know, but Teofimo Lopez is not. And anybody that says that he is, I think it's favoritism. Okay, I like Teofimo Lopez too, but I do disagree with his plans for fights, his future fights. I think he should have fought Loma, you know, set the score. Now, it's not his fault that Loma did not have a rematch clause. Dumb. Okay, but at the end of the day, you know, I think Teofimo Lopez, I think he's not the same as Josh Taylor because Josh Taylor doesn't have another fighter that's calling himself a champ and disputing his undisputedness. Okay, so, you know, in other words, he says he will be glad to punch him in the effing face. Wow, that was harsh. And then he called him a clown. Wow, that was harsh. Payaso, right? But I think this just plants seeds to build a future fight. Now, he is right. I don't doubt Teofimo Lopez or blame him. I would want the best fights also. You know, why ponder on a certain fighter that you've already beat? You know, the thing is, he did it. He won. So he's moving on. But what is he moving on to? That's the question you ask yourself. What happens after Kambosos if he gets past that guy? You know, we want to see fights like Josh Taylor because Tank Davis, that fight's not going to happen. But we would like to see bigger fights. So I think Josh Taylor was spot on with his interview. You guys tell me what you think of Josh Taylor's comments towards Teofimo Lopez Jr. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.